Hello, I'm Mayor Penny Sweet, and I want to update you on the city's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. It has been a very challenging few weeks in Kirkland and for our country. However, by working together and supporting each other, we continue to demonstrate Kirkland's compassion and courage to communities across the globe. The first reported death related to COVID-19 in the U.S. was in Kirkland. And Kirkland continues to be one of the most deeply affected communities in terms of the tragic loss of life. Our thoughts and our prayers are with those who have lost loved ones to COVID-19, and our hearts go out to the entire community during this deeply challenging time. COVID-19 has reinforced the notion that not all heroes wear capes. We are grateful to our first responders for their tireless work to keep our community safe. The city continues to operate its Emergency Operations Center to coordinate our response to COVID-19 in our community, and we are grateful to all city staff for their flexibility and dedication. We also want to send a special message of thanks and support to all of our community's healthcare workers, whether working at a hospital, a clinic, or a skilled nursing facility. These men and women are putting themselves in harm's way every single day to care for our loved ones. Swift actions to stop the spread of COVID-19 have meant that our schools, our workplaces, where we shop and eat, and how we interact with our friends and family have all been disrupted in significant ways. In response to new county and state directives, City Hall was closed to the public on March the 16th. Most services are still available online, and we are working to implement additional ways to provide remote access to services. We thank Kirkland residents for their patience as we find ways to balance the preservation of public participation with the health and safety of our community. During this unprecedented time, we all have a role to play. The most important thing community members can do right now is heed all social distancing measures and recommendations of our regional, state, and federal health departments. Social distancing is a huge disruption, but it's a disruption that's necessary to flatten the curve of COVID-19 to make sure we have enough healthcare resources to take care of the people who need them most and to protect our loved ones who are at a high risk for severe disease. Responding to a pandemic calls for cooperation, patience, hand washing, and isolation. It's not easy, but Kirkland can do it. While we are physically isolating ourselves during this time, think about what you can do to maintain connections with your friends and neighbors. Call a friend to check in. Send caring messages over email. Help your kids draw a picture or a card to mail to a relative. We all need these connections more than ever right now. It is also important that we remember our community's values of being safe, inclusive, and welcoming. As can happen during times of community stress, this outbreak of COVID-19 carries with it the threat of xenophobia, racism, and bigotry. No race, nationality, or ethnicity is more likely to have COVID-19. Speak up if you hear, see, or read harassment, and avoid spreading misinformation. Hate has no place in Kirkland, and helping halt its spread is critical to keep our community safe during this uncertain and kind of scary time. The necessary social distancing measures have significantly impacted businesses and the ability for many people to earn an income. The city is exploring options to support those in our community most vulnerable to economic instability. Links to important resources such as housing and food assistance are available on the city's website, as are ways to volunteer and donate to services that will directly help members of our community. To assist businesses affected by the COVID-19 outbreak, the city has compiled information and resources that will be immediately useful during this emergency and for the future, when we can work toward recovery. This information is available on the city's website and has been mailed to all Kirkland businesses. Our businesses are essential to the fabric of our community, and we will be doing everything possible to ensure their success into the future. Thank you to everyone who is finding creative ways to support our local businesses during this challenging time. The safety and well-being of the Kirkland community is our top priority. The pandemic remains a quickly evolving event, and at this time, we don't know how long we will be in an emergency situation. But this too shall pass. On the other side of COVID-19, we will begin the hard work of recovery. Together, we will not just survive this challenge. We will emerge as an even stronger community that sets an example for the world.